Okay, it says we're live. Give us a minute if you're joining us. Hold on a second while we make sure that we're actually live and that we can see each other.
Don't see it yet on my timeline.
I see that we're live, but I don't see us. Oh, now I see us.
Yep, I see it now.
Awesome. Okay, so
We
let's.
are here.
Perfect. Let's dive right in. If you're here, say hello. If you're catching this later, hashtag replay. And I want to start off by saying if you're someone who you're listening and you're like, oh, my girlfriend needs to know about this or my wife needs to know about this, don't hesitate to tag them in these comments or point them to Marcy or myself, and we can definitely help out. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Candace. I am almost 58 years old. I'm a mom, I'm a nanny, I'm a wife, I am a businesswoman. I have been in this field for 37 years, supporting people in finding healthier solutions for all kinds of aspects in their life. And the last 10 to 20, 15 years, I've spent really focusing on helping women find themselves again, find their own alignment, feel better in their skin, and have more self-worth. So I'm joined today by my friend Marcy, who I've had the privilege of knowing for a few years. And Marcy, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Okay, for those that don't know me, and thank you so much, Candace, for joining me on this. Well, I am older than you. I have just turned 66 a couple of weeks ago. I am still working full time, but I'm doing this to work towards my retirement. This is my goal within the next year. But I have done other things, and helping people with their health is just really important to me. It's done so much for me. I just want to share that with other people.
I love that. I love that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on for both of us. Then we're going to share something that we found that's really made a huge difference for each of us, and talk about how it might be something you're looking for too, because we both have a passion to share what works for us with the people that are, in our circle. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how you can get your hands on the products, and how you can make some extra income as well. So Marcy, why don't you kick us off by sharing what you were feeling before all of this?
So those that know me on here know I work in a school office, which can be extremely chaotic. We've got about 800 students. We've got like 140 something employees. So there's a lot of people coming at me all day. And I am proud to say that the staff thinks I handle it really well. But in my head, there's 17 million tabs open on my head and in the computer. So, feeling frazzled and disorganized, even though I guess I fake it really well for everybody.
Right. So lots of mental chatter, lots of like, does your brain ever quiet down? Would it ever quiet down, or would you go to bed with a million thoughts going on?
No, a lot of times then I go to bed and it's like, oh my God, did I do this? Like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always there.
Yeah. And even though you look like as cool as a cucumber on the outside, did you feel overwhelmed? And does that add to your stress? And
yeah, at times it was very stressful. Certainly not every day. We had our calm moments, like, school vacations. But yeah, it can be very stressful. One of my responsibilities is making sure that classrooms are covered when the teachers are out. We've had days when I've had, 20 teachers out and 3 subs come in.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely gets crazy. So it can be overwhelming. And not that if my team is watching, any other people that work with me, they do help. They pitch in, but still it's nuts.
Yeah, I get that. For me, about 15 years ago, menopause hit me like a ton of bricks. And then I got diagnosed with a pretty serious illness. And so my stress levels, my cortisol levels, literally have been sky high for a really long time. And I remember, like, very clearly the day I kind of was sitting on a chair crying, and I said to my husband, I don't know what's wrong with me. It was like someone had turned the lights out. And I always had lots of mental chatter. And if you're a woman watching this or catching this later, I don't know, are there a lot of women in the world who's their, like, we pride ourselves as women on being multitaskers and being able to have 8 million
doing it all.
Right? 8 million tabs open at the same time. And yet I think that adds to anxiety and overwhelm and stress and cortisol levels, which prevent you losing weight and so on. So I was like that. And I kind of got to a point where I would try some things and they would work. And I found some really great solutions along the way. But I still kind of had resigned myself that I was just going to live in if someone asked me how I was like, I'm good. It's good.
That's a typical answer. We're always good,
Yeah, I'm
even
okay.
though we're really not. Yeah.
Right? Because we think, who cares anyways? We're all,
Right. They're not really asking. They don't want to know the answer.
Right. And for the most part, I know about you, Marcy, but I feel like, well, I don't have that much to complain about. There's always someone who's got it worse than me.
That is very true.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so I thought, and I've always dealt with food noise, the chatter in my brain, just never, I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and be in mid thought. Like the conversation I went to bed having has never ended. It's kept going on in my head.
Yeah.
And it's exhausting and it wears on you. And, you can keep going through that for a while, but after a while, it's harder and harder and harder to rally and be strong. And then the panic attacks started and the anxiety over flying and all those kinds of things started happening. And I just had been feeling like, is this all there is? Like, I'm good, but I don't feel that bubble of joy anymore. So,
right.
And I think, a little bit of depression. I've always been able to pull myself out of it. But that gets harder and harder and harder as life goes on, the longer you're there, right? Lack of energy.
Absolutely.
Lack of energy. I'd have to white knuckle, what I would eat and whether I would exercise. It was always like, come on, you can do it. I'd have to talk myself into it so hard that it takes so much energy. I think it was just taking so much.
Tremendous amount of energy, mental energy, physical energy. Yes.
Emotional energy.
Stressful.
Emotional because then you beat yourself up about all the things you're not doing. Look, if anybody is watching this and can relate, I don't think Marcy and I are living in a bubble. I think there's so many women our age, especially you hit that 40 mark, maybe a little bit later, your kids grow up, you're kind of, that chapter of your life closes and you kind of feel like, what is there now? So Marcy, we both got introduced to something not very long ago. And why don't you share a little bit about how you feel now, and then we'll talk about what we're actually taking later.
Okay. Yeah, it hasn't even been a month since I heard about this company, and I guess I've been on the product 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. And I drink this yummy stuff every morning without fail. I wish to heck I mean, I can't wait to see what the next school year brings with me drinking this and how calm and focused I'll be, because I feel so much calmer. Not like I might have given that facade before that I was calm, but I actually am feeling calm now. 17,000 tabs are not open in my brain. They still might be on my computer at school because I have to do all those things, but I don't look at it and be like, anymore. It's such a different feeling, and it's such a nice feeling. I feel so much calmer, so much more relaxed, so focused. It's a huge change.
Yeah. You actually look calmer. Like you don't look so, like I think a lot of us walk around like this.
Yeah, probably did. Yeah, probably did. I know.
You don't even notice it. I love it too. I've been using this a little bit longer than you, just over a month. And the first day I drank this, and don't worry, we're not gatekeeping. I'm going to tell you all about it in a second. But the first day I drank it, within 20 minutes, I was sitting right in this spot and I literally could feel my shoulders go down, and it felt like someone gave my central nervous system a hug. It was just like, and I thought, this is good. And my brain started to quiet a little bit. And then about day 3 or 4, I woke up. It was a Saturday, and my husband looked at me as soon as I got out of bed. I hadn't even said anything yet. And he just looked at me and goes, you're different. What's going on? There's something different about you. And I had to sit with that for a minute. And I thought, wow, I think I feel like when I look out the window, I feel happy. Like I feel joy. That was about the only thing that I could really kind of connect it to. And I feel connected. And then about
awesome.
About 4 or 5 days later, I love this because it just keeps building. He said to me, we were in the middle of I won't say an argument, but a discussion. Let's give it a discussion. Married people have discussions. And No one was yelling or screaming, but we were both sharing our viewpoints. And he looked at me and went, you are just calm and peaceful. Like even in this, you're calm and peaceful, not like before.
Nice.
And I was like, you're right. I remember saying, I made a post right after that. It was like, I think I feel joy for the first time in like maybe 15 years.
That's
and
amazing.
right? My daughter said to me, Mom, you don't feel joy? And I said, it's not that I don't feel joy. I'm happy, but I don't feel connected to it. Like it's not all the way through my body. It's on the surface. And now it feels like it's coming from inside out. And
That's awesome. You just gave me goosebumps.
I know, right? And I want everybody to know about this because I think for you and for me, and I know we've all been searching for things to give us that kind of peace and calm. Lots of us think we need more energy, but actually what we need is more calm. We have the energy or else we wouldn't be able to get all the stuff done we do in a day. We need,
for sure.
right? We need the calm, the peace. It's the quiet moments, the calm that we're missing. And I've looked for it, and I know you've looked for it in many different ways. And the best way I can describe it to someone is all those things kind of felt like a Band-Aid, like they were from the top down. This feels like it's from the inside out.
Yeah.
Crazy,
I
right?
agree with that.
Yeah. And you're only 2 weeks in.
So different.
I cannot wait to see. You're going to be a different woman going back to school next year. Unless you make too much money and then you don't have to go back to school. Wouldn't that be great?
Darn.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we're talking about today. And really it comes down to this little drink from this company called Frequence. And what is so unique about it and not anywhere else in the market. There's a couple of companies who have something like this, but it's for a product. What we have is for a variety of different things. So I'll tell you a little bit about how this company Frequence got started. And if you want to know more, let me know. We have calls going on. The CEO talks about it all the time. But Barb and Dave Pitcock, who started this company, had a daughter who struggled with mental health and actually OD'd on fentanyl a few years ago. And they did what all parents would do. They gathered up their daughter and tried to find solutions for her. And they did everything they could do, but they felt it was going to take something else. So they went to work on creating something for her. And that's how Rise came to be. And then Dave was always interested in frequency and vibration and energy. And if you don't know a lot about that, here's what I want you to think about. Think about your radio when you turn it on. That's frequency. You change the station, you're changing it to a different frequency. Think about if you've ever gone to the hospital and gotten an ultrasound. That's frequency. Even simpler, think about it when you are in a bad mood and you put your favorite song on. Ever do that, Marcy? You put your favorite song on and all of a sudden you feel like, whew,
yes.
Right?
Just lifts that weight right off of you.
Yeah, or you go outside and you put your feet on the ground and you just kind of stand there and you feel grounded. Maybe you've used grounding sheets or vibrational plates or any of those kinds of things. That is all frequency. But what I never thought about it was how it impacts me on a daily basis and how it can change things. So they created this drink and they embedded 11 harmonic frequencies in there. They have this proprietary medallion and they put the product into that medallion for 2 hours, and those 11 harmonic frequencies get embedded into whatever is in this jar. And they have it in all their different products that they have. We even have things like lip balm that's frequency charged. We have your collagen that's frequency charged. This straw is frequency charged. My bracelet is frequency charged. So what that means is that it's raising your vibration when you drink this product. So it's 7 amazing functional mushrooms that would just be amazing on its own, but then we add this harmonic frequency to it and it's a whole different ballgame. We have essential oils, we have jewelry, we have pet tags, for crying out loud. If you have that anxious dog, get the dog a pet tag. We have, and what it does is it helps with those electronic magnetic fields that we all get from being on our phone, our computer, the lights, Wi-Fi, all those things that are buzzing around us. This harmonic frequency blocks that and raises your vibration. It's mind-blowing, isn't it?
So fascinating to me. I was never a science person. never a science person, and I work at a science and engineering high school. But this stuff is so cool to me. I can't wait to get one of those to put on my phone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you know that you can just peel this off when it's empty and put it on whatever.
When it's empty, yes,
Yeah.
I will. Trust me.
Yeah. So here's what you do. Marcy and I are both taking this drink every day. It tastes like lemon mango iced tea if you're in Canada, peach iced tea.
So good.
Yeah.
So good, mango.
You mix it in some water, sip it throughout the day. I have a couple during the day. You can have one during the day. We have a decaf one. You just do one. I crave it. I do that second one in the afternoon. But if you know anybody who struggles with focus, maybe sitting in their seat and listening, maybe just being productive, maybe you're that person like me or Marcy with 18,000 tabs open, and all of a sudden you're working here, but you look up and you have skipped through 3 different tabs and you're like, wait a minute, how did I get here? I was over here. That multitasking thing we all pride ourselves on sometimes works against us. And then you add this to it. This is called our source. Again, it's been embedded as well. And these are trace minerals. Black fulvic is a mineral that has all of your trace minerals in it. And we're all deficient in trace minerals nowadays. The way we grow our food, just everything. We're all deficient in some way. So you put 2 droppers of this in water. It does not taste like anything, or you can add it to this, or you can add it to something else. Doesn't taste like anything, right? No, it doesn't. I add it to my rise in the morning just so I don't forget to do it, or I've put it in my smoothie. Yeah. Whatever. When you take it out, it's black, because it's black fulvic. And so you expect it to taste awful, but literally it tastes like nothing. And it helps with grabbing toxins out of your body, flushing them out, and gives you those trace minerals that you need. Also, we have methylated B in this. And then there's this other product we call Reverse, which helps with the NAD and support and all those kinds of things. Anti-aging, helps with metabolism, fat burning, all the things. Your DNA, as it ages, gets frayed on the ends. This helps to repair that and reverse some of the aging. You'll feel better. I find I have less pain. I sleep better, all the things. And Marcy, because you're in the US, you have access to a product that we do not have here in Canada at this point. I do. So this is our zinc. It's collagen and CBN. So I just got it. I've had it just twice so far. You take it before you go to bed. It comes just a little thing like this. You open it and drink it down before you go to bed. It tastes good, mixed berry. And like the reviews on how it helps you sleep which is one of the reasons why I wanted to try it, because I need to sleep. So 2 nights. The first night I didn't really notice a difference, but last night I did still wake up to use the bathroom, but I was right back to sleep. No problem at all. So it's like, okay, I kind of like this. So I'm looking forward to see, like, oh my gosh, can I actually sleep through a night coming down the road? Yeah. That'll be interesting to see. Because how many people honestly, I'm not sure what else this is supposed to do for you. I just took it because of the sleep. Right. Well, it's collagen, right? But it's collagen. We all need that. Absolutely. Yeah. And here's the thing. You can get collagen in a lot of places. You can get a lot of good collagens, but none of them have been frequency charged. Sure. Big difference. Big difference. Yeah. Got magnesium. That's supposed to help with sleep as well. Yeah. And same with this. This is magnesium and zinc and copper and all the trace minerals that you need as well. And honestly, if nothing else, we really encourage people just to start with these 2 at the base, because every single person, the 7 functional mushrooms in here, work together on so many different levels. If you want information on that, we can send it to you. And do not worry, it does not taste like mushrooms. You're not eating mushrooms. That's not. It does look dark. Like if you've seen my post when I was making that, I had people guess what it is. People thought it was root beer or cola or iced tea. And I'm like, yep, tastes like mango. It's so good. Yeah. And everybody is lacking trace minerals. So if you just do these 2 things for your body, it's going to be a game changer. So that's what frequency is. It's kind of like, you're tuning your piano. Every note is a frequency, and that's what this is doing for your body. Mm-hmm. We all are made of frequencies. Frequencies are connected to every organ in your body, and it can have a huge impact. So if you want to know more information about that, we have videos where doctors and medical people are talking about it, and they can explain it far better than I can. But quickly before we wrap up, what I wanted to share is a little bit about how you can get your hands on this. And we have a whole bunch of different ways. One of the things is we have what we call a 5-day experience. This is the Rise, and you can get it either from Marcy or myself, and it's just 5 days of these. Because if you're someone who's skeptical, and we don't blame you, there's a lot of things out there that people say work and then they don't work. You can get a 5-day sample of this. Each of us have those available for sale, and give it a try. And I think the statistics are like 70 or 80% of the people who try this within 5 days are like, I need that.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're someone who's like, I'm ready to dive in, you can get a whole 30-day supply. And just so you know, we have a full empty bottle, full money back guarantee. So if you try this for 30 days and it doesn't do what you want to do, we will give you your money back as well on anything. So
amazing. Yeah.
Right? So if you want to try it as a customer, we love that. Customers, we have a great customer program where if you refer 3, you get yours free. So once you become a customer, you get your own link. And when you share that with your friends or family, because look, if you can think of one person who's struggling with anxiety or overwhelm or feeling like they can't breathe, they just can't get focused, or they're just tired of being tired, or any of the things that Marcy and I shared, you're going to want to share it with them, right? You're going to want to tell them you need to try this. So when they purchase it with your link, you're going to get points on your account. And when you go purchase after you get 3 of those, when you go purchase your products, you're going to be able to use those points to pay for your products. So we got you covered as a customer. But if you're someone who's sitting there thinking, I want these products, I want them at a discount, because as an affiliate, we get a discount anywhere from 5 to 30%. And I need to make some extra income, because let's be honest, like Marcy, she's working for her retirement. A lot of people now are just working because cost of living has skyrocketed and income is still way down here. Look at the cost of gas. I don't care where you live. The cost of
gas, groceries,
right? All the basic needs are sky high, and people are slashing their vacation budget. They're slashing the extras in life just to pay the bills, and maybe thinking about going to get another job. But who wants to take more time away from your family, your life, the things that you enjoy? If you have a phone and you have 15 to 20 minutes a day, and you're willing to plug into the systems that we have for you, you can make extra income right from here. Not another job, just by sharing a product like Marcy and I are sharing that is going to impact the people you care about most. Whether you want to make just enough to cover those groceries, or whether you want to make enough like Marcy to retire, you can pick and choose whatever you want. And I'm going to say this because I know Marcy has a lot of connections who have been in the profession for a while as well, because she has been. One of the things that I saw about this company that I was literally a little flabbergasted was that this company pays you your commission on the full dollar.
Yeah, that shocked me. Yeah.
Right? Because those of us that have been around for a while, we're used to CB, PV, QV, BV.
It's all different points. Yes.
Right. And you get a percentage of the dollar, but not the full dollar. Here, it is a full dollar. So whether your customer purchases it or your affiliate purchases it, whatever rank you are at, ranging from 5% to 30%, you're going to make that commission. Although first orders get straight off the bat 20% commission right off the bat. So those are the things that, to me, I was like, this makes it more appealing for someone to come in and make some of that income. And then we have all the systems. We have all of the videos for you. You don't have to know much about the products at all. You just have to share your experience. And we have all the videos and stuff like that to walk you through that. So keeping it simple really is what we want to do. And for people like you, Marcy, who work full time already, the last thing you need to do is create more.
I don't have time to reinvent the wheel when I get home. That is for sure.
Yeah.
So it's so easy. I love the Boards app. Everything's there. The training has been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're watching us and this has piqued your interest at all, or you're thinking about your girlfriend, or you're thinking about your son-in-law, or you're thinking about whoever needs to make some extra income or needs to get some help with how they're feeling, because I think nowadays more than ever, people are realizing they want to change how they're feeling. We've all come through a lot. We're all dealing with a lot, and it's time to, get a grasp on this. And this could be what you need to do it. So, Marcy, any closing words before we wrap up?
No, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this. And I am just so thankful that I found Frequence.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to anyone that's a little bit curious about the products, the business, whatever. Please reach out. You never know. It's worth a chat.
Yeah. And if you are watching this and you're like, yeah, I want to know more, and you reach out to Marcy, we've got some little more in-depth info sessions happening tonight and tomorrow. So reach out. They're 25 minutes. It's more of a one-on-one or personal kind of a thing, smaller groups where you can ask questions and get the information that you need. And all we have to do is send you a link for that. And if it's for you, great. And if it's not, that's okay too. So Marcy, thanks so much for sharing your story. I know you're going to impact people, and I cannot wait to see what it's like for you in a month or 2 months or 3 months.
Me too. I can't wait. Thank you so much, Candace.
You bet. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining.
All right. Bye-bye, all. Thank you.